Welcome to my Proverbs home. My name is Lisa. Thank you for being here. If this is your first time stopping by, I hope you stay. Don't forget to subscribe and also tap on the notification bell so you can receive more videos like this. First, I am going to show you my dress. I just have to show you this dress. I'm so happy with my $1.99 dress. I got this dress at a thrift store. I went in just to look around and I saw some dresses on a rack. And this dress was $1.99. I also got another dress that still had the tags on it for $34.99. I got it for $1.99. I love my blue dress with the white flowers. It's so comfy. Usually when we talk about homemakers, we talk about women that were at the Great Depression or women that we knew many years ago, like our moms and our grandmothers, especially if you're in your 60s or in your 50s. We talk about those kind of homemakers. We talk about homemakers that we see on social media. We talk about ourselves as homemakers and what we enjoy. But what about the women of the Bible? Today I want to talk to you about the widow's oil. And this is about Elijah, how he visited a widow who not just took care of herself, she took care of her son. A certain woman of the wives of the sons of the prophets cried out to Elijah, saying, "Your servant, my husband, is dead, and you know that your servant feared the Lord. And the Creator is coming to take my 2 sons to be his slaves." So Elijah said to her, "What shall I do for you? Tell me, what do you have in your house?" And she said, "Your maidservant has nothing in the house but a jar of oil." Then he said, "Go borrow vessels from everywhere, from all your neighbors, empty vessels. Do not gather just a few. And when you have come in, you shall shut the door behind you. And your sons then pour it into all the vessels and set aside the full ones." So she went from him and shut the door behind her. And her sons brought the vessels to her, and she poured it out. And it came to pass, when the vessels were full, that she said to her son, "Bring me another vessel." And he said to her, "There is not another vessel." So the oil ceased. Then she came and told the man of God, and he said, "Go sell the oil and pay your debt, and you and your sons live on the rest." So here was a woman that was a widow that had just lost her husband. Many times we forget the widows. We forget the women that are working so hard to take care of their home, that have lost their husbands, or they're doing it all by themselves. And we forget that they also are homemakers. The widows that have children, that they are taking care of on their own. Here's a widow in the Bible that was a homemaker. You know, I love to use my jars for DIYs just as these. It's just so much fun. Here I was messing up a little bit. I was trying to put these little fairy lights. I put them in too low, and then I had to take them back out and put them back in. But I wanted you to concentrate also on the story from the Bible, how God used Elijah to help this woman. She didn't just have oil for her and her sons to be able to keep them there, so they didn't have to go with the master. They could stay with her. She also had enough oil to go out and sell. You know, many times we talk about women shouldn't work and women should stay home. I truly believe in that. I believe that if you have children and you have that opportunity to be home with your children and homeschool them, and the times that we're living in, you definitely should think about homeschooling and taking care of them at home. That's not the story for every single woman. There are women that have no choice but to go out and work. And this was a woman that after she got all the oil in the vessels, she went out to work. She worked and she had enough oil and money to live on for the rest of her days. So let's encourage each other as women. Reading the stories of the Bible is definitely an encouragement. There are so many women in the Bible that were homemakers that God actually used to use them to host other people coming into their home or their families. And it's just really amazing. Sometimes we just think about the Great Depression, or we just think about recent, but we forget to think about the women in the Bible that were also homemakers, like this woman we were talking about today. So if you are a widow and you feel like, well, I'm a widow, I feel alone, you are still a homemaker, and God is still there with you to strengthen you. Being a homemaker is just that, taking care of your home, enjoying your home, loving your home, bringing peace and joy into our homes is what makes us a homemaker. I'm going to interrupt this video for a moment because I want to share some things with you that I think you really would like, especially my book from the month that I'm reading. And this one is from The Secrets of Grandma's Attic. And this is called Buttoned Up. This is a nice story. It's just so inspirational. It's about a story about redemption and love. And it's about a lady named Amy that is an elementary school teacher. And she gets this beautiful jar with beautiful buttons inside from her grandmother. And they happen to be from her great aunt back in the early 1900s. But there's a secret to these buttons, and there's a wonderful message that comes with the buttons. And she wants to learn more about this great aunt of hers named Martha that she never really knew. So it's a great story. I gotta show you these glasses I got from the Dollar Tree. If you're someone that wears prescription glasses, you should keep wearing your prescription glasses. But I like wearing these because some of the letters in the books are very small, and it's very hard for me to see them without my glasses. So I bought these, and they're so nice. They're green color. I think these are 2.50, and they just look really cute, and they're great for reading, especially at night. If you're someone that reads, they're great for that. But of course, most important, we should go get our eyes checked. But I do like these. I wanted to share those with you. Now I have to share the Febreze with you. This is a new limited edition white pine and juniper berry. This smells amazing. This will make your home smell like Christmas, like you're out in the woods. It just smells so nice. So I wanted to share that with you. They have it at Walmart. I wanted to add these beautiful berries to the oranges with the cinnamon sticks and the lemon verbena. I got these berries in the woods, and they just smell absolutely amazing. You can use what you have in your backyard, what you have in your fridge, what you have in your cupboards, whatever you have to make your home smell beautiful and to decorate those beautiful jars, especially all of you who have extra jars in your cabinets that you're not using right now. You can use them to decorate your home, put fairy lights in them, and just make them so beautiful. Making my own DIYs means so much to me. And also these candles that you see, I purchased these at Dollar Tree. The tall candle I purchased last year for $1.25, and then the other candle that you see I purchased this year for $1.50. And I really just enjoy them. It just makes your home so cozy and pretty. When you turn out the lights at night, it just brings such peace and comfort to your home. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for joining me for 2 DIYs and a biblical woman, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening.
When I was lost and hopeless, when I was at my worst, it's grace that you extended that I did not deserve. I am so amazed by all you have done. I ember